Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to Camera Live. A little pre-show this time because I really think it was something I wanted to share with you guys. This is a big Camera Live for us. We have two guests that are super amazing and I've always looked up to. And just a really fast story. I met Danessa Myricks actually at Camerati. She was holding a seminar, a class, a master class, and I was living in Houston. I came to Dallas to take part in her class, and that is when I met her. And I had never met such an angel in my life. It was it was awesome. I learned so much, and I was inspired so much. And from that, I just always have followed her. So to have her here on this live is special, not just to Cam Brady, but special to me. And I just wanted to kind of share that little story with you guys that this place has meant a lot to me, Camerati Cosmetics, because of that reason. We have pros come in and talk, and it's, to gain inspiration, to continue to be a creative artist, just to be around professionals like that. So I just wanted to kind of, start with that because I thought it was worth sharing. We'll be starting in a minute with our guests. And so I'm super excited about this live.
Hello.
How are you doing, beautiful?
I'm doing amazing. How are you?
I am fantastic. I did a little pre-show before you even got here. I was telling people how I met you and how I was living in Houston, but you were in Dallas and you were doing a master class, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to miss this person. And she's so close to me. I can't miss that. And I came to Dallas to take her class, and I met you, and I was just like mind blown about the knowledge, and my artistry really took off from there. And I thought that was,
Oh my God,
meeting you was worth my life. It was, yeah.
Well, did you tell them that I knew exactly who you were when you were sitting in the front, because I've been following you and seeing all your posts prior to that? And so, like, it literally was a very mutual experience, and I was really focused on impressing you. I was like, okay, if I don't do well today, it's going to be a problem.
Okay, that is insane because you're amazing. We're just putting on one more guest, guys, and as soon as that happens, we'll begin. And thank you for that, Danessa. That really means a lot to me.
You're incredible. You're incredible in so many ways. As a human, as an artist, as an educator, like, what a blessing for me to know you. So yeah, thank you for being a part of my world.
Well, thank you for being a huge part of my world and my artistry. And by the way, guys, happy belated birthday to Miss Danessa Myricks. Her birthday was when? Just last week, right?
Yeah, this on Monday.
Monday. So
fresh.
And by the way, Miss Thing also won an Allure Best for this wonderful product, the Yummy Bomb powder. I mean, like, she came out with this, and people were like, "What is this? How do I use this?" And all of a sudden, everyone now has it. It's taken over complexion in the industry. It really has.
Thank you. I'm so excited about that. Like, literally, that was the biggest birthday present of them all for me. So after that, I was good. I could have been 60 and still would have been excited. I am not.
I mean, you have to. You have to imagine, in a complexion category, there's a gazillion items. There's so many products in that category to fight against, and this pulled ahead. I mean, come on, that's amazing, Danessa. That's
Thank you. It was a big deal for me. And, we won a couple of Best in Beauty awards for color, and I really, from the moment we started creating this, I was like, this product will win a Best in Beauty award, for innovative complexion. And like, literally, that was the intention from the moment we started working on it. And so when it actually happened, I was like, manifestation, like, literally, that was the intent, to make it extra special. So yeah, it meant the world to me. So thank you for bringing that up again, because it's nice. My cheeks are hurting.
It's never gonna end.
Yeah.
I mean, with your type of company, the innovation that you kind of just keep coming up with, and your team, and you guys just just sort of, coming up with all these new things. The wars are never gonna end for you. It's gonna be more and more.
Thank you. I have to keep impressing you, so I got work to do.
We're just waiting on one more guest. Where is he? There he is. He'll be on soon. Our precious. Where is he?
Yay! Guys, I am the least savvy person with technology. Oh my goodness. But I'm here,
so guys,
and you both look amazing.
Camera ready, a very special live. I'm glad you guys all are here because this is the live to be at. If there was no other live to participate in, to be at, this is the one. I mean, we have two powerhouses of creativity, artistry, mastery. Like it's the one to be at. How are you guys doing?
Amazing. Honored to be here.
If you guys know about Spencer, I discovered Spencer. I kind of told you how I discovered Danessa and how I came about meeting Danessa. Spencer probably doesn't know this, but I discovered Spencer through his social media, and he has a huge social media following on his Instagram, on his TikTok, and on his YouTube. He has an incredible YouTube channel where he's giving away free pro information. If you guys aren't following that, I don't know what you're doing with your life. I honestly don't know what you're doing with your life. But I discovered Spencer because he would take someone that you thought was like, okay, that's a pretty girl, that's a pretty person, and he would transform them into the most supermodel bad girl you've ever seen. Like literally, he would just take someone that was really pretty and make them just devastating. And I was like, how does this man do this? And I kept watching this video over and over, trying to figure out, is he lighting darker? Is he contouring harder? So Spencer, that's how I came about you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. That means a lot to me coming from you. And I'm so excited that we're all finally together. I feel like we've been planning this for so long, and then being able to experience this with so many people and connecting our audiences. I'm looking forward to this. And Miss Danessa, we're going to get into talks about your new palette because so I've told you already that I've been playing around with the pigments. I tried out the middle row for the first time yesterday. We're gonna talk. I'll talk about it, shortly.
Okay, so before we talk about that,
you're giving me
you guys are gonna see a whole bunch of love here. So just be prepared to maybe cry, get a tissue, whatever. But you guys, I guess you guys have seen out there that we started a new initiative at Camera Ready. It's called I Am Camera Ready, and so we're gonna kind of start with the conversation and involving you guys in that. And we really want to know how you do Camera Ready in your life. And Camera Ready to us, being Camera Ready to us really means being comfortable in your skin. It really means owning yourself. It took a lot for me to kind of like look in the mirror and go, okay, well, I can do makeup on myself. And Spencer was one of the people that kind of helped me with that, like inadvertently, because he was a guy who made fun of himself. And I was like, I was always doing makeup on models, and I was always trying to fight to get a model. And all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute, I have a canvas too. What's going on here? I can also be Camera Ready. So I'm going to ask Danessa and Spencer what Camera Ready means to them. Let's start with Danessa. What's being Camera Ready mean to you, Danessa?
It's so funny that you said that because for me, being Camera Ready means being confident. And it's very interesting that you mentioned, doing makeup on yourself. Like, I've been a makeup artist for over 23 years, but I've always been afraid to do makeup on myself because I didn't feel that confidence on the inside, right? And I was like, no one wants to see this face, these little squinty eyes with no lid. Like, no one wants to see this face. And it took me a while, even though I was an artist and I spent all these years trying to encourage other people to be confident and show themselves and be unique. It took a long time for me to be able to do that. And literally, it's all rooted in confidence. So for me, being Camera Ready means like showing up confidently, however you are, whoever you are, whatever feels good for you. And that can change every day, but it's just confidence forward. Yeah.
Absolutely. Spencer, what does being Camera Ready mean to you?
I think you absolutely, phrased it best. It really is confidence, whatever that may be. And, that doesn't have to be like, to me, that's not one particular look all day, every day. One day that means putting on some good old skincare and, a good old fashioned, perfume and walking out the door. Other days, it's just a little bit of makeup. Very little bit. It just depends. And whatever it takes for me to keep my chin up a little bit higher and get through that day And the key, besides makeup, is rest. Feeling well rested also is a game changer in how I feel camera ready.
I love
That's
that.
awesome. I love. See, like I told you guys, he gives these tips away, and a little yummy tips. So now I want to kind of talk about. Let's transition to like pro products. Like I kind of feel like pro products are formulated for professional use, for movies, for for video, for people who are actually working on sets. And so with that in mind, I sort of kind of also think that they're made a little bit different. They're made for to be. This is the fun part. Thing I like about pro products. You can take something like Danessa's palette and then our Yummy Bomb, and you can mix this. And I think there's a flow that happens with pro products you can't do with like your everyday products. They're made to work cohesively together. And so I think that's the difference between like a pro product versus something that's made for, an everyday use, like a palette that you make on every day. These are products that are made to open your imagination and just let you flow. What do you guys say to that?
Yeah, if I can go first on that, I couldn't agree more. And I specifically like all pro make artistry products, Danessa's products, you'll find a lot too, throughout the, all of them. The line is that there's a hybrid almost between getting use out of it as just a makeup consumer, as an everyday person, and then also as the artist. And that touches bases on everything from longevity to wear to application to the packaging. Like, you can tell, and I think, Danessa, you might agree with this, like you can tell when a product is made by an artist. Like, when you get, for example, right here, your balm, like the fact that you have the spatula there, genius, hardy packaging. The back of it, you have shades of it. So as an artist, you don't have to open them all up when you got 10 of these in your kit. It's like little things like that just really put just such a nice touch and functional touch on products. So I agree.
Yeah, I really do think that's the space of like, yes, it's a pro product, but the popularity of it, obviously happened through social media and all our other channels.
Yeah, I think, both of you hit it on the head. I always think about when I first started doing makeup and I was the worst and there was no education available and I was literally teaching myself. I didn't have any like fortitude and artistry for my personal makeup or as an artist. And when I think about me building my kit, broke, trying to figure things out and how important one product was, like one purchase was, when I think about pro products, it's a lot of things. It's how many uses I can get out of it, right? Because you're buying these things, you don't want to have to carry a suitcase like I used to carry back when I first started, like a travel suitcase of your makeup. So multifunction is like a big deal for me. And also, how long is this going to last? Like if you've ever had a color fix, you're going to have a color fix for a really long time because you only need to use the tiniest drop. The fact that it's in a tube and it doesn't have a wand, it's like, I want to be able to squeeze it out on a palette. It's in a clear tube for a reason, because to your point, Spencer, when you're in your kit, like I don't want to have to like turn it over 100 times and squeeze it out to know what color it is. It's like all of those things. But I think, the most important thing with a pro product, you want it to work on everybody you touch. And I think that's always a priority for me. It's like no matter who sits in this chair, regardless of what their age is, their skin tone, like this thing is going to perform in every scenario. And that's what I always think about. And I think that's why the products tend to have that hybrid feeling, like like my mom is a huge customer and she only will use what she likes, trust me. And she's like she's mid 70s and like she needs to be able to use it easily. My daughter, who's new to makeup, she needs to be able to use it easily. And then as a pro, I want to be able to use that same thing. And so I'm always keeping that in my mind. And so I think pros think about everyone. And that's a big difference, which is my kit is always pro focused. Like a pro made this brush and the intention is so clear because I know exactly what to do with it and where it can go. So I just think pros think about, they have more of a global perspective They're thinking about every single possible iteration of how this thing can be used. And I think that's why, you know, the general consumer is really catching on to the idea like, wow, I'm going to get a lot of bang out of this product because they understand.
Yeah.
And I think that's how they become popular. I think once a product hits the mainstream, those are the reasons they become popular, you know, because it's the pigmentation, it's the longevity, it's the wearability, I'm going to have it for a long time. And that's why they gain popularity. And this is something that that Chris is going to talk to us about a lot right now, guys. I wouldn't even open it. I'll just let him do the introduction to this beautiful thing. This is going to blow your mind.
It's so good. Like, okay. So wait, a backstory for the people watching. Okay, when I first received this, like, what was it, Danessa? It was like a week before it launched, right? And we were chatting in the DMs and talking about it. And I think the day that I received it, I was like, holy cow, because I love glitters. Like, that's my thing. I have an addiction. Like, I have so many glitters and pigments. And I know I say this about everyone, like, no, this one's unique and special, but I promise you, the glitter pigments are like literally diamonds on your eyes. Like, it's so gorgeous. Okay, besides that, so these I didn't play with, right? I didn't even know how to work with these when I first got it. I was like, you know, let me stick to my comfort zone and stick to the, you know, the diamond the shimmers. Yesterday, for the first time, I was like, you know what? I'm so sick of a soft, neutral glam. Spencer, we're going for it. We're going for it. And what's the worst that could happen? You know, you wash it off. I went for these. Holy cow. It looked like it was like a foot. Wait, 1 second. Stay right there, guys. I'm going to show you this. 1 second. Wait. Here we go.
No,
I want to show this to the people. I'm like sharing this with Danessa as if like you don't know anything about this, like as if you didn't make this palette yourself.
No, but hearing it from you, like, I didn't get a chance to like smush all over Spencer, but I've been a fan longer than you probably even imagine. The way you're like, something so special about you is that, you know, there's a lot of pros out there, but the diversity that you bring to the table with your artistry is insane. Like, you can transform, you like drag and then do the softest, most beautiful makeup on an 80-year-old woman. Like, there's really something special about your talent, how you use products. And what I'm most impressed about is how you educate. Like, I have chills a little bit, you know, because education is a big thing for me. Yeah. Teaching people, that's been like the core of like who I've been since I started in my artistry. And just the love and the attention and the detail that you take to educate, it's so incredibly impressive. So like, I'm fanning out right now. I'm trying, like, my hands are under the table like this. I'm trying to like sit still and not rock like this. I'm just so thrilled. This moment with you is so special. So hearing you talk about this palette that literally I dreamed of, and in this beautiful way, that's why my face is hurting, and that's why I'm shaking like this. I promise I'm not on medication. I'm good, but I'm just so excited right now. So I just had to say it. Then I'll be quiet.
That means a lot to me, and those words I'll cherish, because you really did pave the way for me and so many artists, because you know, I've only been doing this for a minute, really, if you think about it in comparison to the longevity you've had and the success you've had in your career. So you paved the way, and I thank you for that. And I know you say you don't have any medication, but this is my medication today. Because, let me just say this. I'm going to swatch it, right? I'm just going to swatch it, and you guys will see what I'm talking about. Well, hold up. I swatched, by the way, I took this shade right here. What is this called? Okay, Paradise, right? Ooh. Oh, it's like a foil. What do you call that, Jeanette? Like, what is that material? I don't know what it.
They're pressed chrome flakes. It's literally like multi-chrome flakes put together in this magical way to make it into a delicious melting cream.
It's amazing.
That's insane.
It's amazing.
I've never in my life have tried something like that. And to be honest, I don't think at any point I would have gravitated towards something like that until I tried it. And this is a conversation I had with my friend last night at dinner, actually. I was explaining, she saw this eyeshadow that I had on. She's like, what in the world is that, right? And I said, you know, I usually do a softer glam, and it's moments and like products like this that really get me, you know, like excited for makeup again, because we see so much of the same things over and over, which is great, but I don't get excited anymore, like, about makeup sometimes, and this just kind of like sparks that fire, man. Like, it makes me want to play with textures and.
Can I kind of piggyback off you for a second?
Yeah,
people
please.
know how to makeup. So people in my circle know how to ton of makeup, right? And I'll see a palette, and I'm like, I want that palette. And they're like, Calvin, why do you want a palette? What you just said, honestly, is what that is for me. I need, as an artist, I need re-excitement. I need to be sparked every now and then. As artists, we just see so much.
Yeah. It's true, and it's like, it gets, you know, dull after a while, just like stagnant, and you lose that spark. But when you have moments like this, I need to practice a little bit more, I admit, but I'm looking forward to practicing with this material, this texture, these ingredients, and getting it right, because I've seen over the years your looks, Danessa, and I've tried it a couple times, and I've failed a couple times. But I feel like I finally figured out how you get that chrome look. And I'm so excited to nail it. Like, it's, guys, like, that's not normal. That's not. And you know what? You guys, you know what? I don't know if you guys are seeing it on your end, but you see like really purple, but in person, like, you're getting greens and, there we go.
You can see it.
Like, it's purples, greens, it's chrome. It's like shifting. It's beautiful job. Like,
thank you. Now I'm gonna go out down in history as the artist that cried on the camera ready live.
Spencer, can we talk about these two guys in the end? Because these are incredible. Like, they're insanity when you actually use them.
Yeah,
you know,
and especially like, so what, they're water activated, right? Pigments?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're really special as well, especially because I was playing around with it like a week ago when I first got the palette. And, you know, when you activate, you can really create this really fun liner moments, pops of color. I'm someone who's, even as a makeup artist, I get nervous sometimes with doing liner work and, you know, stuff like that. Cause I'm just
Same.
Okay. But like, just the little pops of color, super pretty. And what I love most about this, I'll say, is that you can wear these pigments, and this is obviously, you know, going to the people who are tuned in and watching and kind of listening to me ramble here, but you can wear these alone. But I like how practical this is just to have in your kit, because it pairs with anything that you want to put with it, right? So I love these as toppers right here. But you know what? Let me just show you this too. Why not?
Oh my God, I'm like that.
I don't know. Should we do like Divinity or Nirvana? I'm gonna pop on one of these. What do you guys think? How about Trippy? No? Let's go for Nirvana. Let's go for it. Why not? I'm gonna pop this on, and I'm just taking this brush. It's from my Kitco. It's the number 1.23, and I'm just gonna pop this on of what I already have going on.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
And this is how I do my makeup, by the way. Like, I'm very quick. I like quick, practical, realistic. I pop it on, take my finger, and diffuse out the edges.
I love.
And it gives like that copper reflect that I think looks flattering on all skin tones. But you got greens, beautiful blues in there. You have this, what is it? Yeah, Trance. I think I used this in a tutorial on my TikTok. That was gorgeous.
I saw it. I almost died. That's literally my favorite shade. It's the only thing
Did you like it?
My eyes if you haven't noticed. I'm like, I'm so obsessed with Trance.
It's so beautiful. It's so fun. And I feel like we're going, I don't know, what do you guys think? I'm curious to know. I feel like we're going in a direction where people are having more fun with experimenting with makeup, right?
Absolutely.
And stepping out of their comfort zone and just taking risk a little bit. What do you think?
No, I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. And one of the reasons why, I'm always trying to create something that's new because I don't want anybody to get bored with me. But I'm also always thinking about like myself and how easy it is to get caught in a rut and do the same thing repetitively. So, and I'm also thinking about all the conversations that I'm always having on social, behind the scenes, in the DMs, with people feeling like they're afraid to show up in a certain way. Like, I'm too old to do this, or, my clients won't ever like this, or I feel embarrassed to do X. And, that bothers me so much because, I've always believed from the beginning that there are no rules when it comes to beauty except for the ones that we set for ourselves, right? And so I'm always looking for inspiration. When I was creating this palette, I was just like, I want people to really transcend all the ideas, all the rules, all the things that someone has told them they can or cannot do. I really wanted somebody to open it up and feel like they're in a playground. They can play, they can explore, they can experiment, they can pair it, to your point, pair it with things that they have. Like, I wanted people to I wanted them to be moved to do something different and then to fall in love with something different. That's when you were talking and you were saying that you experienced that texture for the first time and how it made you feel. That's why I started crying, to be honest, because it's the reaction that I wanted. And I know I'm a weirdo. I'm the only person that cries like this, but it really means a lot to me. I felt like, the world is like, the world of beauty is exploding. Like, people are finally like, I'm gonna be me. It's almost like they're ripping their shirts open, when it comes to their beauty routine. And I wanted to be there to give them something to play with. And this is really what it means to me, that transcending beauty standards, whatever standard that was that somebody created, and just giving people the opportunity to explore and play.
Mm-hmm. Can I ask you, because you had said a second ago, Danessa, talking about, being in a rut, right? Like, what do you do as an artist, as a creator, as a makeup lover? What do you do when you find yourself in a creative rut? How do you get out of that?
I literally scramble things, or I literally separate myself from everything that I know so I can come back to what I know in a different way. So whether it's like, just stop doing makeup for a second, go somewhere, go to a museum, get some rest, to your point, go get a massage, just come back to myself, and then come back reimagining like the things that I've been doing every single day. Like, even in my own beauty routine, I'm the most basic me ever. Like, I'm like always looking so average cabbage. Like, if you saw me in the street, you're gonna be like, is that Danessa? And so I'm like, and a lot of it came from like, I didn't think that, with my I just didn't think that I can carry certain looks. Like, and I had to really push myself, like, try something. Try putting color around your eyes, see what a difference it makes. And literally the first day I do it, I get more compliments than I ever got. Like, I just getting out of my own head. And I think that's what it is. It's kind of getting out of your own head. Like, I'll do a routine, and instead I was like, I'm not going to do makeup like this. Today I'm going to do everything backwards. And I'll start from where I normally would end and just do it backwards, just to shake myself up. Or I used to play this game where I would just write random words on paper, put it all in a bag, and then I would just pull 3 words out of the bag and do a look, and like force myself to like take action, like unexpectedly. I think we have to, it's like something we have to really push ourselves to do, because naturally the way our brains work, it's like the easiest way to get from point A to point B, and usually the easiest way is something that you're repeating from before. So you gotta almost like scramble your brain and make it different. So I think, I'm always telling artists, and when I'm talking to them, I'm talking to myself too, like, mix it up, force yourself, like, set aside time to create, set aside time to just do something different, not on a job that you're working, but choose a couple of hours on a Saturday where you say you're just going to empty your kit and let's like play a little bit, just to kind of stir things up, because it's so easy to get stuck.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, that hits, like, that hits with me. That resonates, and especially the little, putting a few little notes in a jar and picking. I love that. I'm gonna have to remember that one. That was a good one. I like that.
Why am I having the best time ever? Why do I feel like we're at a summer party with our legs crossed in front of a fireplace, just talking and playing?
You guys are always welcome over. Mikasa, Sukasa. We need a part two on this.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
We need a part two. Oh my gosh. We can all do each other's makeup.
Well, I kind of want to show one of these water activated. Danessa, if you guys don't mind, can I show one of these water activated?
Yeah.
Just because I'm in love with this formula, guys, it's just kind of crazy that this is in a palette. And this speaks to the point of Danessa saying, you know, like, just play in the palette. I'm going to spray a little water on one of the water activated ones. This one is called Initiation. I'm going to get in there. Okay, so this is why I love this. This is crazy.
It's so pretty.
Oh, pretty.
It's so pretty.
Grab a little bit more.
Yeah, I love how you did it, because you can do it kind of like how you did it and do like a wash and get a little sparkle, or when you work it into a paste, it literally becomes like this opaque mass of like multi-chrome color. So it really is designed to play, and I'm glad that you sprayed, because people are like, oh my God, why would you put that in a palette? You notice that little well around the actual shade? It's a little cup there to hold the water and protect the water from moving and getting onto the other colors.
All over.
It's like, yeah. So you can have fun. Use a dropper, use a sprayer, do what you need to do. Two to three sprays or 2 to 3 drops is all you need. Yeah, I love
Oh
how
my
you
God.
Like that. That's so cool.
I know when Spencer felt the chromes, he was blown away. When I saw what this did, this looks like metal. In person, it looks like metal. And it's insane. And it blew me away. I was like, what in the world?
It locks in and it doesn't move. It literally performs like our twin flames. It's like, imagine a water activated twin flame. That's what it is. Yeah. So will not move. It'll wear all day. You can rub your finger over it and it's locked.
That is incredible. I love that formulation.
Yay!
Did you want to show anything else in the palette, Spencer?
Well, what you were working on just now, the water activated shades. When I tried this on my lid, I kept it more like a watercolor, and then pairing. So I think, what was it? I think it was this one right here, the shade. I had put this one on as a wash of color, and then this one I layered on top of it just for that extra dimension. And like, depending on the lighting, it was like later at night. So like, you know, you have like the dim lighting, and you know, you go at a restaurant or the club or whatever you do, and the lights just hit different. And depending on, you know, what you're angled at, it just looks like a magic show on your eyelids. And it just has like a story, like a color story there that's really special. So don't be afraid. Like, I think what I can say from experimenting with these the last week is like, don't be afraid to mix the, like, you know, integrate different color shades and create that color story of yours. So just because you're layering one purple shade, don't be afraid, you know, to layer on top of that a blue or a magenta. You don't have to stick with purples all over the lid. You know, kind of build up a story and make it your own.
I love that. I'm stealing your phrase, magic show. Like, literally, I'm gonna put my head on the pillow tonight, like, and close my eyes and say, Spencer said this palette is like a magic show. Like, literally, I'm like gagging right now. I'm so happy. I'm just so happy. I'm so grateful. I'm just so excited that you're excited, that everyone's excited. Calvin, like, I thought my cheeks hurt. Like, I don't. Your cheeks must really hurt because you're smiling like more than me. Like, this is.
Well, I get to be here with you two. Which, you know, you guys have been a part of the I Am Camera Ready campaign from the beginning, and we're so lucky here at Camera Ready to have you guys. I mean, you guys are powerhouses, and everybody knows that. I mean, you guys lead the way. You know, you lead the way in makeup, you lead the way in beauty. It's incredible to have you guys both part of this campaign. And guys, leading into that, I have kind of a surprise for you guys. Camera Ready is having a contest. You can win $500 just by using the hashtag #IamCameraReady. It's really incredible. Just because you're part of this live, you get to kind of know the information and everything. But the rules will be posted onto our feed under this live. And but I definitely want to thank, from my heart and my soul, Danessa from being here, and Spencer. Incredible. Thank you so much for being here. We couldn't have asked for, you know, power twins like this ever. So
No, this is amazing. Like I'm floating right now. The desk is covering my knees, which is the only reason why I'm not levitating. Like I'm so happy right now. It's such an honor to be on this platform with all of you, Spencer. This is an honor to like, I feel like I'm beside you because we're beside each other on this live, but like, man, like I'm just so blown away by you, and just this interaction is just making me fall in love with you even more. So I hope that we can be friends after today. I'm literally obsessed with this whole conversation. This has literally been the best 30 minutes that I could have had on a Friday. Like, forget the weekend, don't need it. Like, this is it for me. Just thank you for allowing me to be a part of it, and just thank you for playing with Danessa Myricks Beauty. That really just, yeah, my day is made.
Oh, thank you. I'm so grateful to have been a part of this moment with you all, and thank you so much for everything you had to say and share with us, and inspiring, me and so many different artists and makeup lovers around the world every single day.
Thank you, my love.
And with all the love being shared, I want to thank you guys out there for signing in and viewing this live with us and being part of this. And again, don't forget the contest. The rules will be posted. And don't forget to also check out Danessa's website, Spencer's YouTube. There's a ton of information being set out there, and you will see these products in action. You will see them being used, and you'll know how to use them. So you'll take away some of the I can't do that. You know what I mean? So yeah. Once again, thank you, Danessa. Thank you, Spencer.
Thank you.
Love you guys to the top. You guys are amazing. You guys up there, stay beautiful, and we'll see you soon at Camera Ready Live.
Bye.
Bye.